I want to take a look at this shelter bed and shelter suit I just came by.
There is no easy solution to the homeless crisis here in California, but one entrepreneur is determined to make the difficult circumstance more comfortable, at least. He gave NBC4's John Klimak a first-hand look at his creation to help the homeless.
It's hurtful to see.
Bas Timmer is in Los Angeles right now, all the way from the Netherlands, with the hope that his invention will gain some steam and some investors.
You don't see as many people on the streets.
It's interesting this guy's from the Netherlands. Like, well, I guess we're inventing stuff over here, too. He's just a go-getter coming over here to America. That's good.
As you see here.
Across Europe, he's shared the Sheltersuit and the Shelterbag, a waterproof haven for those living on the streets.
There's a pillow inside.
Okay, so it's a suit or a bag. It's basically like a what is that? Like it's just a bivy sack.
This week, handing out more than 500 across LA County.
This is the shelter bag. It's made in South Africa and shipped to here. It's made by formerly homeless women, and we give them away for free, thanks to donations for corporations, affluent.
I tried to find out what these cost, but he's giving away them for free, so I couldn't really find out like what each one costs.
Individuals or companies.
He showed us how the shelter bed works.
And you roll out the bag. This is underneath you.
It's always protected.
So it's always protected. So there's a mattress, a pillow, a nice soft inner lining. There's the mattress, and you can also put other stuff inside.
So I think the general gist is you walk around with this all day, and then you find a place to sleep and you roll it out.
And here's just the feet piece, and then on the bottom you have your belongings.
And then it's kind of clever. He puts this little pocket underneath your feet where you store your belongings, so people don't steal your stuff.
He says the key to its use is its lightweight and quick setup and teardown.
And of course, people are often they need to move while they're on the streets because of.
So that's the premise: is you're like constantly on the move, which could actually be the future of homeless people, that they have no place to put their stuff at all. That it's becoming a crime to sleep in public in many places in America now.
Police sending them away or other people disturbing them. And it's easy to just roll it up again. It goes very fast. Air out.
The best thing about it is it's rainproof.
Thomas Castillo has one. Says it keeps him off the cold concrete near Boyle.
Okay, literally, I don't see Thomas Castillo's suit. I don't see it in his bag. I don't see it in his cart. I don't see it.
Heights, warm and dry.
You just zip yourself up and put that thing over your head, and then it's going to stop you from the water.
With the help of the Salvation Army locally, the Sheltersuit Foundation is hoping to gain traction in the U.S. to give comfort for those on the streets waiting for a chance and one day getting into housing. From Skid Row, John Klimak, NBC4 News.
I kind of like it. Like, I do like it. Like, I'll take whatever you got. You want to make a suit? Let's make a suit. Let's do it. Let's give it. There have been coats that turned into sleeping bags. I don't know if they were waterproof or not. And then, of course, there's just like, do you know what a bivy sack is? It's a pretty standard thing, like that campers have used for a long time. It reminds me of this thing, right? So this is the Outdoor Research Helium Bivy. $179 is a lot of money. Now, I don't know. It does not have like a pillow or a mattress, but I would imagine it is super small. I don't think this is a lightweight one. In fact, if you could get, it was 1 pound, okay? So, and then REI is expensive, so let's just go back. Like here, let's look at this. This is the Tact Bivy from Amazon. So you can see this is an emergency sleeping bag, and it's waterproof, okay? And I don't know, and this guy's like sleeping in it in his car. It's got a fancy whistle. This one seems a little maybe too minimalist in my mind, maybe. So it's this idea, right? It's this sort of thing here. Here, let's look at this one. This is the survival, the escape bivvy, survive outdoors longer. So this person, see, so this is at $60. I just don't know what that guy's thing costs. One of the biggest problems is stuff. So I'm constantly talking to homeless people about trying to minimize their stuff, but they don't. They're constantly collecting different things, and then these things become very important to them. And if you imagine, like, this is your entire life, right? You're living on the street day in and day out. You're going to collect things, right? You're going to collect a pot to cook in, a water bottle, maybe a computer or a phone, a charger, food. You just have to imagine this isn't like one night. This is years of living. And we saw the one guy with his shopping cart, which is cool, but like, my concern is if you're all covered up in a sleeping bag, all zipped up, and your cart is outside, 99% of the time your stuff is going to be stolen. So I think I'm a firm believer in all solutions. We need to try all different kinds of things. And for the right kind of person, this thing could be really good. It could also be good inside a tent. Like, so for example, it's really cold where I am right now, and we're talking about putting tents inside tents, and that's kind of a nice thing. So sleeping in one of these in a tent, and may I say, a lot of times the tent's doors get ripped up or there's leaks, and so having something that is waterproof inside a tent could be really good. I don't know. I'm at like little tiny houses. So like I'm like, let's see. So Sam's Club vinyl shed. So this guy right here, this is what I'm into. This isn't exactly what I have, but I have one of these. Basically, it's you don't know. It's just, there's like a little window up here. It's just about to, and there's a window on the side, but it's like $800. And no, this is 7x7, a Craftsman. This is not it. Maybe it's like this. Let's see what this guy is. Anyways, $800. You put this. What I love is they have a lock. I really recommend a window just for escape, and for venting. I put an air conditioner in ours. So I like the idea of having a window, but you're looking at $800, $900. I also really like the fact that they are not easily destructible. A lot of times people's tents get destroyed by somebody that's angry at them. And then the doors always rip open. The zippers are crap. So this is kind of where I'm headed, in something like an 8x9, 10x10 unit that is hard sided. That's my interest. But then of course you have to put them somewhere, and this guy's answer counteracts the illegality of being homeless, which is super smart. So very cool. We'll see if we can, if they come around, and see if people like them and whatnot. But I sort of think people are going to stick with tents. I think, because your stuff, you're in there with your stuff, and you can see your stuff. And if somebody comes in to steal your stuff, you're right there with your stuff, and you're like, "Hey, buddy, stop stealing my stuff."